Oh my god. We're back. Oops. One thing left unupdated. Hello, everyone.
Jefferson, thank you. 10 million.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I've got the stat sheet pretty much done, so whatever strat cards and all that jazz we get, just shoot me a note and I'll put it in there for you.
Oh yeah, I suppose I do need to take notes. All right. I am good.
TG, thanks a lot. TG,
Yeah,
thanks.
Yeah, everyone, you'll notice EJ's gone. Tyler had to step out. This is everything. The world is changing. We're in a new dawn.
Many tech issues that we've had today.
But here we are with our new moderator, Jefferson, for round 6. You'd think the last round, given the
All
circumstances.
right, guys.
We'll see.
What we're gonna do here is, before we move on, I'm gonna go around the table and ask each player to certify that nothing is missing. So, White, do you have everything you expect to have?
Looks good.
All right. Blue, do you have everything you expect to have?
Yeah, it looks good.
All right. Purple, do you have everything you expect to have?
Yes, thank you.
All right. Yellow, do you have everything you expect to have?
Yes.
Red, do you have everything you expect to have?
Yes.
Green, do you have everything you expect to have?
There is a prophecy on my board that is not mine.
I thought the Barony was elected. That
Yeah, I think that.
Really?
Yes. Or
You won
no,
that.
it went to Xxcha, not
No.
Barony.
I don't.
No. That was the other one. This is the.
That's right. Yeah.
This is,
Sorry. Yep, I got that one.
this is
All right, I'm
hilarious.
just going to place a copy on your faction sheet so it actually gets picked up for the combat roller. I'm going to leave it
Which
here.
is not working.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That doesn't matter. All right. So Green, you're good though.
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, so it looks like we're at the start of the strategy phase. So I'm going to ask if anybody has Summit to play.
God, you'd
Alright.
think
Played.
at this point.
Then-
Well,
back in
we
the cards, so.
redrawn, so
Oh, okay.
Rolo.
Purple takes Imperial. Over to
Fishing.
yellow.
No one's going to public disgrace it? Wow. Wow. Rolo. From
this
downtown.
is
However,
a super
Rolo has scored
super
all 3 secrets.
tough choice.
Rolo does not have any opportunity to get 3 tech upgrades. And Rolo will not be getting 11 planets outside of home. And Rolo
But
only has 1 stage 1 public objective.
I think
Scoreable.
that the choice is
So Imperial
dip.
means he has to get Mechatol and
All right, yellow takes Diplo.
3 tech
Over
skips,
to red.
which he is currently at 1. So quite a hill. Quite a hill to climb. Brian taking Diplo is actually quite scary.
Red takes Warfare.
He's an 8. Brian, the person with an early lead this game. What's his path? He's got a secret in hand. Also needs tech skips. So difficult.
Green takes Leadership. Over to white.
Also needs 4 of a
White
trait.
takes Politics.
4 of a trait or 3 tech skips. Traits 1 away. It's possible.
Blue takes Trade.
If they can do their secret and
Yes,
hold
no.
the traits, maybe.
All right.
Brian
Turns
has
have been set.
2 secrets
it is your
scored
turn.
and 1 in hand. Xxcha takes Warfare. Xxcha's got a mountain to climb. Barony takes Leadership. Barony's got a mountain to climb. At 7. Axel takes Politics. Poor Axel. Just taking the earliest initiative he can. Pretty much assured that he just needs to discard 5 action cards. And then Lazyboy takes Trade. Probably... Well, I don't know what for. Get some more units out, I
So
guess.
nobody picked tech.
Nobody picked tech. The upgrade stuff will be impossible. Which is actually pretty surprising. Xxcha could have taken tech and gotten 2 unit upgrades. Even Axel. But the thing is, Axel doesn't need it.
No one's
Axel's
getting
got
3 upgrades,
his
isn't
point.
there?
secured, so why take tech and open up the opportunities for others?
That's a bit
Done with the
surprising.
movement. Can I get the planet, please?
In terms of action phase secrets, we have seen destroy their greatest ship and unveil flagship. So we have bombardment, space cannon, and as of right now, win a combat against Yin Brotherhood. No one has sparked a rebellion yet, which is actually incredibly surprising.
All right, Green, are you doing anything else on your turn?
Sorry, no.
Go ahead and end your turn then, please. Over to Yellow.
I am going to build in Abyss. Do I get shot with 7 PDS on my 2 fighters?
So you're not moving.
That's a good question.
I am not moving.
You
Okay.
might as well. No downside.
Ooh, going for a... What are we going
Do you
for
want
here?
to pay me to not shoot?
Oh, just building
No,
here.
I
Defending
don't
Abyss
give
free.
crap about these fighters.
Okay.
He's got to find a way to
You
get a
have any
4th
miss?
hazardous planet, though.
Yes, I do.
6. Yep. All right. The fighters are obliterated. Are you
Okay,
scoring
and
something?
then I will get to build.
Do you know what you're building right now, or do you want us to come back
I
to you?
know what I'm spending. I have not figured out what I am building.
All right. If that's... Well, you do have fleet logistics, so is this your last action?
My next action is popping Diplo.
Okay, so take your time.
This is my build, so.
Yep.
We've entered the stage of the game where I do not take it off the main overlay because there's just too much going on. We're going to be constantly
12.
checking who can score what, when,
Alrighty,
etc.,
so these
etc.
two go here, and that one.
So-
Yep, that checks out.
Some dreadnoughts hitting the board.
Okay, so those go there.
Most protection you can.
And
have.
I refresh and Diplo lock it down.
Okay, so you're playing diplomacy. All right, diplomacy is being played in Abyss Freya.
Why build the dreadnoughts if you're also going to Diplo it? Well, whatever. I just would have... I guess it's mostly just to get the money back. Fair enough, I suppose.
All right, red. Are you? Well, I doubt it. I doubt anybody's using Diplo, right? Nobody's.
5 dreads was already scored.
I mean, that was kind of the point, right?
I should probably move my stuff around here, huh? Let's
I just
scale this stuff all down.
A Necro command counter
There we
over here,
go.
please.
5 dreadnoughts was scored by purple. Sorry, I had some
Why?
had some
Oh,
secret
that's
objectives
right.
covered up there.
Yes, the Diplo.
Sorry, yeah, miles away.
Yep. All right, over to white.
Axel's like, what do I do? I just held on for an entire round. Trying to hold back the whole table. And now I'm just waiting for the status phase to score my secret.
So I realize we are in the end game.
Or public.
If you guys need to think about things, just please verbalize that.
Yes.
That way we know you're not AFK.
The bigger thing is he needs to ensure that his other points don't become takeable. He's done the 4 industrial, so he literally needs to sit on his action cards. He's got 7, so even 2 Magions. He would need to be Magion, and Spied. And he needs to hang on to 8 influence. Either or. So yeah, here he
Can
uses
you?
transit diodes
Oh,
to,
okay, you're just doing it that way.
secure
That's fine.
Mechaton?
I was going to ask you to pull them off the board and then put them back on.
I don't
but
like
since
that.
You're just
I
moving
don't
the
think.
4. It's really easy to track.
I'm not sure I'm a fan.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
What does he need Mechaton for? Or is it just to prevent Rolo? I mean, I could see that. It's just to keep Rolo off.
2. All right, transit diodes.
Yin at this point has loads of
Got
influence.
kicked again.
Fun. Good thing you just took your turn. All right, White. What is your action?
Okay, I'm gonna.
Can we up the volume for White? However that's done.
Sorry, is any better?
Yes, that is
That's
much
good.
better. All right, so you're activating your home system. Are you moving anything in?
No, just building.
Okay, so this is final movement. You do have fleet logistics though.
Yeah, I won't be using that.
Okay, so if this is your last action, we can end your turn while you figure out your build. All right, looks like we're over to blue.
Okay, can I do more to count up some people's abilities to win here? I honestly think Yin still has the firmest position. Because L1 needs 2 points to pull this off. And again, those 2 points are not coming from very many spots. 4 hazardous is basically the only shot here. And then their secret, whatever that may be. Who knows how difficult it is.
Activate the system here.
But 3 text picks is out of the question, especially with this move here.
I'm gonna play
Rolo.
flank
I'm
speed.
curious what Rolo's first action will be.
Flank speed's being played. Sabo going once, twice. All right, flank speed goes.
Whoa. What? Picking up some infantry on the way.
If I just show you what I want to bring.
He's got 1. So this is going for 3 tech skips.
All right,
Could
so
take
you use
Tarman
gravity drive
a
on
little bit
your
later,
flagship,
but then that
and so
opens
gravity drive and flank speed makes it work.
Yssaril up to take Lazar back. I don't know. This is Nekro pulling out all the stops. Blarknop says, I think Lizix gets it. Diplo is for a reason. I think Diplo was a precaution and was a necessary element. I think Diploing Abyss Freya seemed like his only chance to hold on to some hazardous planets. And getting the 4th is going to be quite difficult. But genuinely, right now, even if their secret is doable, they still need a second point.
I'll split the forces and land.
And there's only 2 options.
All right, final movement.
So-
Doesn't look like we got cannons in the area. So
Seems tricky.
Let's do this. All right, I broke up that token for you. How are you landing them?
This is also 2 hazardous for Nekro, who needs it. But that only gets them to 8.
Can you just sub this one out for a plastic piece?
Nekro's got 2 secrets though, so let's not count them out.
I suppose we need 2. Yeah. There we go. All right, checks out.
And the big thing with Lazyboy is he will go after Axel, and Axel's
Second action.
win is basically assured if it gets to them in status phase. So the only threats here are a Rolo win in the action phase, which seems
You cannot use diodes at this point.
Okay.
tough. And
It's the start
then
of
a
your
Barony,
turn. Fleet logistics just gives you another
or an
action,
L1
doesn't
win.
Give you another turn.
Okay.
both of which seem pretty unlikely.
I use Mage on.
Axel has lots of influence to
Who is your
lose.
target?
He only needs to keep 8. And again, he's got 8 between Senate Sanctuary and Darien and Mechatol. Mechatal's got 4. Could give up on Dalbutha and still have enough.
All right.
Nobody's got X89. I don't know. I don't see how it and again, Axel doesn't need the influence. He only needs 1 point. As long as he doesn't lose
I know.
more than 2 action cards. Again, a Magion
Anything good in there?
and a Magion and a Spy would stop
too
the
bad,
secret
it's not
objective from
terrible.
Axel. So it all depends on if Spy got
This one.
reshuffled in and somebody has it and they decide to use it on him, which they should, but
Okay.
who knows. So that's 6 cards for Yin. Yssaril still has Magion to use.
All right.
That'll put him down to 5.
Yeah, no, it ended my turn.
And he's got
All right, over to red.
Veritas points out he's got politics. So that's it. No, you can't. If it gets to Axel, in the agenda phase, he wins. That's it. He doesn't even need his home system. You cannot stop Axel from winning in the status phase. Cannot. Period. Straight up and down. As long as he spends no action cards, pops politics, and passes, he could lose his home system and still score. Player elimination. Thank you, Blargnob. It's the only way to get Yin off this board. And I don't think you're going to eliminate him.
I'm just thinking.
He's going to build,
It's fine.
or he already did build a boatload of infantry here and a boatload of infantry here.
I don't know what Tyler was having you guys do, but if you're gonna move somewhere, it might be better, given the choppiness we've had, to say, I'm moving here. That way, if the token gets dropped in the wrong place, we have something else. You don't have to do it, but it might be a good idea.
Yin wins if it gets to him in the status phase. Otherwise, we're looking for... It seems like the most likely shot is Yssaril, and even that is
That final
super
movement. All right.
low odds.
It is.
The players have gotten very quiet. I'm
Doing
surprised,
Magion,
considering how
Lazyboy.
crazy last round went.
I think you're wasting
Parking?
your time here.
Hey,
Oh,
whatever
this
is
is-
good enough for you to take, I'm going to take.
I was trying to
Mechatol,
basically
and then
lull you
Warfare,
into full security.
Oh,
then
is
you
that it?
made
Oh, you
and then
got
Tarman.
me.
Xxcha wants to... So everybody wants the tech skips is the problem. This is
Players
the
make
issue
good
is
plays.
we have too many objectives that rely on everybody getting the same
So what do
stuff,
you think?
which is just going to result in
Yeah,
a couple people getting it and a couple people not. And they're all going to focus on that while Yin takes a win. Oh. Yssaril opts to Magion.
I did wonder if they had actually...
Lazyboy.
I was thinking about maging on you.
So
that
even more.
If I mage on you, that you
Nothing they can
maging
do.
it back.
I mean, this is actually smart
I would have.
because Yin was a lost cause with the Magion, but still. So Xxcha going for tech skips.
All right.
Nekro and L1 going for hazardous
He
planets.
put it in his hand already.
Barony, who
This
knows?
is
Probably
what
tech
he took
skips.
for.
Okay.
2 were pretty easy. Getting the third, though.
Just hit 3 on that pile. It'll draw them all back into your hand.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And then Yssaril is going for Mechatol. And tech skips?
So I just manually...
It's not going to happen.
Pete, it's like you've never used this game before.
Turn him into a new...
So we're in another situation where basically
Were you doing
Yin
anything else on your turn?
wins. We stalled all this out for Axel to still probably win.
You can't take any more actions, but I'm not sure if you're trading.
No,
All right. Back to green.
I don't even know how much they'll stall this round out. There's like not nearly as much wild shenanigans that can even happen. I say
Green,
that.
how
I'll be proven wrong.
intimidating. Oh, wait, you just acquired that.
Yeah, I acquired that one.
Yeah, never mind.
So guys, we got to figure out what we're going to do about white. Let's get some plans going, huh? Hitting.
With Imperial.
Well, if someone had picked tech, which nobody did, X89, and then gobble.
Mm-hmm. won't matter. I got no doubt he can score an objective, secret objective, and probably a lot of people can.
All right, leadership is being played. Are you getting any additional tokens, Green?
I think I might spend one more here.
David, who are you talking about? Action phase secret, status phase secret, and 3 technology specialties. Who are we talking about here?
Is that
Barony.
the final answer?
Oh, David's now. David's been Team Robel since he trash talked him for 45 minutes.
Game 2.
Please.
Action phase
All
secret,
right,
status
and
phase
Blue's
secret,
getting
3
one.
tech skips.
Is that correct?
That 3rd tech skip's gonna be tricky.
Color purple.
He's got to risk a rift
There's no.
Wait.
There's that's a whole pile of
and then
cards.
take Wellen and not have the
And,
PDS kill him.
Oh,
I'm getting 5.
all right.
That's his shot.
What?
Meharzul and Wellen.
All right, let's do
Ship it.
this. All right, so that's 1, that's 2, 3, 4. That checks out. There you 5. Just put them back in your prod area. All right, over to yellow.
Look at
Looks
the
like you're
counters.
getting 2.
Yssaril wants to stall him out.
And then over to
Yssaril not
red.
letting anybody else get
1, 2,
a single
3.
secret
Correct.
objective. I'm sure the last 2 left though
All right,
are trash. So
you are good to go.
Yssaril's got the best odds here.
Green, are you doing
And they're
anything
not
else on your
great.
turn?
Negative.
All right, we're over to yellow.
All right, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Activate. And grav drive this there.
This is his shot? How is this his shot? He only has 1 industrial.
Green and white to a lesser extent or same extent. I have a trade agreement that is completely useless. Would either of y'all like that? And the other option is I have cybernetic enhancements, which, looking at the board state, I am willing to part with for either a Yin Declaration of Retreat or a munitions.
Sam's back in the Twitch chat. So clutch. Yin
Can I give munitions?
is still the favorite to win, despite everything. We're just here
Wait, are we neighbors?
beating our head against the wall for 4 hours.
We are not.
Green and yellow
Green and
don't
yellow
appear, don't
are
appear to be
not
neighbors.
neighbors. Okay, never mind. Munitions reserve is not on the table. But white, I would sell my cybernetic enhancements for you to declare retreat at the declare retreat step.
No.
Okay, let's have a little think about this.
White doesn't need anything.
Also, to get things moving, I am not playing any start of combat ability.
Oh, man.
So Pete, Lazyboy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So if he wants these 2 cultural planets, industrial planets,
Why does he need
then are you able to take them back?
Yeah, I can take it back if you let me have them.
I mean,
Oh, I don't need the planet.
He needs to win a fight against Yin. That's what this is all about. This is Spark a Rebellion.
Not those planets.
That's the secret. That gets him to 8 in the action phase. I mean to 9 in the action phase. What's the 10th point? What's the 10th
Am I
point,
able
though?
to sell that for you retreat?
Maybe he does get them, and then he jumps on.
Okay, then let's fight.
Well, I'm gonna play
Wellen? Maybe he's got unexpected action?
All right.
Unleash Abyss Freya? All right, Brian.
Okay,
All right,
cool.
Brian.
All right. In which direction are you skilled retreating?
Oh, a skilled retreat does it, though.
Got
Ha! That's
a
it.
bunch of options.
That is Brian's shot. If it's a Spark of Rebellion, which it is, that was
And I guess
telegraphed.
Sabo on the
Skilled retreat
once,
ships it.
twice.
It's no ships, right?
Yeah. So
Clutch.
I can go back into
Skilled retreat. Now Axel has to make sure they don't overspend action cards here. I mean, I'm sure they know that.
Hex surrounding this is valid except for
But
these.
yeah, skilled
I've
retreat
got his support,
busted
still fine.
busted that wide open.
It's yes, because it's not activation.
So
Genius.
Just
now Brian's begging for a secret that becomes accomplishable.
Yellow.
Maybe he draws 4 hazardous. Who knows? Or 4 industrial. Takes Arnor lore.
Yes,
Goes and gets
one on each.
Wellen
Okay.
or Grawl. Or maybe he jumps over to Zobat and gets 4 hazardous. Who knows?
Right. Are you doing?
Brian's
anything
got a
on
shot
your
here.
turn?
We shan't count them out. They didn't stop 5 action cards from Yin, but they stopped
Okay.
the public objective,
What
8
is-
influence from Yin, which is the other thing that they needed. So because Yin also needed to do the secret objective for industrial planets, and no one took away industrial planets from him, he was able to score that. But that was their only point they were able to score, getting them to 9. So now they have an incredibly safe discard 5 action cards in their hand. And they still could try to spend 8 influence, but they do not need to because they don't even need their home system because they have politics and there's no way in the board game Twilight Imperium for them to lose enough action cards.
First things first. Who's becoming the speaker?
I will.
Okay. Let me deal you some action cards.
You literally, at this point,
You are
cannot prevent Axel from winning if it gets to him in the status
2
phase.
action cards.
It merely comes down to
Deal you 2 agendas.
can Brian
Uh,
or Robel
if you
or
are
Rolo win
following-
first?
I need a strategy counter in your production area. So it looks like blue is not following. Purple, you haven't responded. You are following. All right, so let's get purple. Some
We've
action.
looked at him. Sam, let's look at Rolo again. Rolo
Purple's Yssaril, right?
has scored all 3 secret objectives, so that's done.
Alright.
Has all the points he's going to get from secrets.
Back.
Has scored
looks like yellow is following.
4 of the stage 1 publics. Has a support for the throne out there.
Looks like red is following.
Is at 8. Has Imperial. The only point they can get is this and Mechatol Rex. And doing both is very, very, very difficult.
Is this the card you're tossing back, purple?
Not out. Not gonna write him off. Again, he has a chance to win it, but it has to
Card's a
be
Warfare Rider.
in the action phase.
Both on top, please.
He got a lot of command tokens
Both on
to do
top
lots of
in
stalling,
which order? In,
the order that they are.
so there's a lot that can
Alright,
happen
so I
here.
just want to confirm.
Sorrel has a chance.
this
If
one's
Sorrel
second.
fails,
And this one first.
Robel
Yeah.
has kind of a
Just-
chance, but not
Yeah, put that on top.
really.
Oh, we're good. Thank you, sir.
And then Brian had a chance, but I am almost certain Brian just lost his chance
Are you doing anything else? in your
because of the skilled retreat over here, and he has nowhere else he can attack and win a combat against White,
turn? Go
the
ahead
point
and
leader.
end your turn. So
So we're maybe here.
we'll send it over to
But I don't
blue.
know that he can do that and the, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot to ask. So, an if, a light if, a big if, a medium if, and then certainty is where we're at. Hello, Pat.
Which one are you thinking, Pete? That loses your point, right? That one's good.
Oh, he didn't drop.
I do not need these planets, Nekro.
And yet,
All right, looks like a token's been placed.
But remember, even if Rolo went, let's say Yssaril pops Imperial, gets to 9 somehow, and unlocks a chance for Brian to win a combat against Yssaril. The assumption here is Yssaril not popping Imperial until everyone is passed. I mean, that's Yssaril has to win in the action phase. So Yssaril doesn't use Imperial until he has stalled everyone out, and then he makes all of his gambits. So it's like a gigantic if. But even so, let's say Yssaril throws in the towel, pops Imperial, scores a point, is at 9. That has to happen in the correct order for Brian to still win the combat and still get a 4th planet of
And I
one trait.
suppose both things in my hand.
So-
Well, I have a trade agreement that I can sell you
Not great.
to not do this, but I don't think you'll take it. So it's that final movement. I can't hear Blue if he's talking.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm muted. That's why. Talking to myself. And now I was just wondering if I can use diodes before I do this move.
I mean, you already dropped the token, so
Yeah, okay. No, it's fine. Okay, that's it. Final movement.
all right. So 2 dreads and 2 infantry. Okay. As the active player, do you have cards or abilities for the start of combat?
No, I don't.
Yellow.
We know Yin's secret objective because it has been telegraphed into the stratosphere.
Nice.
Back to blue.
And also, if we're being honest with ourselves, I
Anything?
asked TG Welch before he left.
All right. Back to
He
yellow.
cheated.
Nothing.
Okay. All right. So let's see. You've got 2 at a 5, right? Because you just have normal dreads. You don't have any fancy ones. Yep. All right. And then let's see. You have no technology upgrades. Okay. So you've got 2 at 1 at a 9 first. Let's see. 9. Can't, if I could read. There we go. 1 at a 9. And then 2 at a
I'm
7.
being told I have no integrity by Blarknob. I'm just trying to offer good commentary. Accurate,
That's one.
precise, informed commentary.
Yellow, you need to assign 2 hits.
Just being a good reporter. This is just a
Alright,
combat happening. Nobody
fighters are
freak out
dead.
about not hearing the audio of the players.
To the end.
Courageous to the end.
Oh, he's
From
using
Brian.
it against me.
Alrighty, so this is just the
So
normal
that's
combat
back on
value.
9.
Yes. Oh, baby. Alright, you need to destroy a ship, Blue. Alright, we are now at the start of another combat round. Cards or abilities.
Nothing.
Blue, cards or abilities. Alright, I'm going to take that as an...
No.
Okay, so 1 at a 5 and 1 at a 9.
So close.
Alright, both miss.
Next round.
Next round.
Dear God. Is this what we're doing now? There it is.
Alright, yellow, you need to assign 1 hit.
So I'm dead.
Yep.
Brian's dead.
Alright, blue, what are you doing next?
I'll bombard unknown.
Alright, so that's what, 2 at a 5, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, the infantry on Arnor dies. And you're landing on Arnor. Alright. Oops, that's Arnor. There you are, Blue. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
No.
Pete, can we just have a quick chat?
Okay. Could
Oh,
someone
is this
put me in there?
Do you guys need me to move you, or?
Yeah. Because
David has Norse sending me
Okay.
private messages on
Sure.
Discord to map out the potential
Alright, so that
for Barony to
is,
win this game.
Axel and Lazyboy, right?
Okay, so it's possible for Barony to get those 3 tech specs.
Alright, so
If he has make an example of their world, spark or rebellion, likely held by Brian, but still a possibility, he fights a lone destroyer in the asteroid field.
Actually, let me make sure. I'm just gonna go get him to end his turn. I'll be right back.
How does he get over there? What are you talking about? How does he get all the way over there? All right, I'm not reading the rest of the rest of this. Yeah, there's like a billion little things. Fully possible. We've acknowledged it's fully possible.
All right. While they're doing that, I could probably look at who has who supports, so that I know when they get broken.
If he has make an example, spark or rebellion, then here are the other secrets that could win it for him. We're basically talking about he needs to make an example. And then cuts the supply lines, long shot, but Yin homeworld? Question mark? Mindnet minerals if he took Mehar and Starpoint. He doesn't even have enough ships to pull all these things off
Hi, could you move him back, please?
without
He's
the Hungry Rift
in secret
playing a play. Occupy the Sea of the Empire. He probably would have scored it earlier, but maybe he drew it after seeding
All
Mechatol
right,
Rex.
Lazyboy, what's
I don't
up,
think
man?
he takes Mechatol Rex
I'm
and
not
also
ready
takes
to-
other stuff.
You're just ending your turn. All right.
Can I
Over
speak
to
with Axel, Blue, and
Ooh.
Secret, please? This is Robel.
Oh, here we go. Let's see what this does. Axel and
Do you
Robin.
mean blue or white? Or both?
I'm sorry. Blue, I think. Yeah, Blue.
Blue being Necro.
Correct.
I'm gonna play Warfare if we want to go ahead and start that while you're doing that.
Blue.
All right.
Can I chat?
yeah, and someone could put me in there.
1 sec.
I got him.
Okay.
Hey, is there any way that you would, if I took New Albion, that you would
Lol.
retreat?
Wow.
And why would you want New Albion?
Yes.
Making a
Because I'm
break for
looking
it.
for the 3 traits or the 3 skips.
Yeah, and I think everyone else is after them as well.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's a bit too late in the game to be asking for something like that.
Sure.
Good call, Lazy.
Sounds good. See you later.
No.
Hey, Blue, real quick question. Are you planning to use Warfare, the secondary?
Yes.
Okay.
We're hopping back in right now. Lazy boy, I'll drag you. We're coming.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you're out of tokens. All right, he's out of tokens anyway. Purple does not use Warfare. Yellow
No, and
does
I'm
not
heading
use
to the
Warfare.
restroom super fast. I'll be right back.
All right. And then that brings us back to red. So red, you passed your turn already. All right. And I think that was purple that just said he's going to the bathroom.
The problem at this point is everybody's chasing the same 2 objectives, traits and tech skips. So it'll be really terrifying to see where that all ends up. I mean, it seriously could go in a lot of different directions here. What token got pulled with Warfare? Oh, that's right. We knew this. Yssaril trying to get this one, and him taking this basically removes Rolo's
I'm back.
chances.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Rolo's
Yes.
going to have some difficulty.
Repealing law. The law I'm repealing is Senate Sanctuary.
Oh.
All right. Repeal law is being played on Senate
That would
Sanctuary.
have been dope last round.
We'll go on once.
Probably just got it, but
Twice.
still. He's doing his due diligence.
Senate Sanctuary is repealed.
That's fun.
Get rid of that. And delete that.
Yssaril needs Lazar, needs to
Are you
keep
doing anything else on
Tarman,
your
which
turn?
will be very difficult.
Looks like you passed your turn. Never mind. Over to green.
And mirror. Also difficult. Not impossible, but difficult. Keep in mind, too, also needs Mechatol Rex to win. Literally must get Mechatol Rex for any of this to
that's
matter
looking-
to Rolo.
Got a spike.
Green is thinking.
Ooh.
Yep.
Don't do it now. If he flips Imperial right now, that's the game. Rolo flipping Imperial would mean conceding. I don't think the wormhole action card has been played. So alpha into beta. I mean, that's still just mirror or nothing. So, not much. Problem is Yssaril has no blue techs and no upgrades. So he doesn't have movement to get much of anywhere. Even flank speeds are tricky to get them close enough. Yes, if they go alpha to beta to Mechatol, it's a big fleet, but then 1 infantry. Don't love that. He's counting it all out right now. He's trying to find his spot.
Are you playing that card?
But it's a lot to ask.
Yes, please.
Alrighty. Rise of a Messiah is being played by green.
What was
Saddle
Rolo's turn?
once, twice.
Did I miss it?
All right.
I thought he said, "Is it my turn?" and then nothing
Can I
happened.
get some help with that? I've been struggling with my figures.
Yeah, no problem. I will. I'll put them out, and you can let me know. So I got 1, 2.
Rise of the Messiah. That protects Thibba, and it gets him an extra ground force to get to Mahar Zul. Gets him a few extra ground forces to go and take some tech skips.
Oh, Vefit. All right. I think that's everywhere.
I don't think anybody can accomplish 11
yes,
planets outside of home.
Thank you.
All right. We just need to pop some plastic.
Rolo needs
into
4.
things.
Barony needs
And never realized how awesome that thing is until you
5.
can't use it.
Doesn't even have enough.
I believe there's no cardboard by
Tokens,
itself
I don't
anymore,
think.
so I think we're good.
Hmm.
All right. Over to yellow.
It's true that we haven't been counting 11 planets enough,
These
but
3
that's just
infantry shouldn't be in my production area,
because
correct?
it's such a
Yeah,
difficult.
I swapped them out for plastic. You can just, I'll just delete them. Never mind.
So purple, is there any way in hell that selling my trade agreement or cybernetic enhancements would get me access to your hand?
People now basically begging for points. No one
It's
should
not
fold.
likely, but what is it that you want from my hand?
A flank speed.
If
Boy,
you get to
man,
white
if
still.
I had one, I'd be using it myself.
Yeah.
Because I can use that flank speed to kick
Yeah, okay, but it also gets you a point to
So
win.
just to be aware, when he says that,
Yin
he's going to
off of mech.
gain a point, go to 9, and outscore you in the status phase.
Yeah, Axel
I
needs to
mean,
plead that case
yeah,
pretty hard.
no, I'm not sure I'd give it to you if I had it. but I
Rolo's
don't have
also
it.
a fairly honorable person who I think at the
Okay.
question of
Hmm.
who do you want to hand the victory to, he would abstain generally.
Well, I have to do something on my turn. And I believe that something on my turn is to shoot my shot.
What is
All right. So
this?
just help me out here. So you're going
Through the beta.
1, 2. Yeah, gravity driving the carrier, and the cruisers reaching naturally.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't know what this does.
Is that final movement?
That is final movement.
It is
and
entirely
end of
possible
turn.
that he has unexpected
Purple
action.
doesn't have cannons in range. Okay.
He's only got 1 token left. And again, I don't understand what public objective he could score to win after sparking a rebellion. I don't understand what that could even be. Go take a biz free. I mean, Barony to 4. That's probably it right here. Unexpected action. Jump on Barony to 4. Win the combat. Spark the rebellion. Somehow win a fight against that many ground forces. Good luck. You need... Well, you only need one of them. Excuse me. You only need Barrig. That's his 4th hazardous. Brian's got a shot. Everybody. Ooh, here's Yin doing something juicy.
Red, could I pay you to fire on him?
Is that final movement, White?
This is just to try to pull it away from Rolo. He's just
All right.
he's just firing at threats at this point.
Sorry, I was muted again. Yes.
Okay, great. I'm going to trade good, and I'll give you my spine net, which will give you access.
Yeah, in theory, if Brian does manage to take Barrig,
Great hand of cards.
someone just jumps on Mir.
All right.
They
And for
should.
that, I'll need you to open.
Dear
for
God,
me.
we'd hope they would see it, but who knows?
Do you have anti-mass?
White does have
Does.
anti-mass.
So that's a 6, right?
It is a 6.
I wouldn't have fired here. Because all this does is
White,
stop
you need to assign 2
the potential of an
hits.
Yssaril
All right,
and
there's
maneuvering,
jets being played.
and then a tap on a Dreadnought too.
Sabo. All right.
I
so
can I can pay for a Sabo too. Anybody got one?
I mean, that's the big point to all of this theory crafting
Sounds
here, is
like
anybody who can get
Thanks for
points,
trying, Red.
the points rely on
and
tech
White
skips and
sustains his Dreadnought.
traits, of which the other players, if they're paying attention, can take them from them. So the only person with an automatic path is Axel. Everyone else has a stoppable
Okay, to take Tommen.
win condition until we get to people passing. Like
Wait,
we're
do
basically
you-
waiting to see
No.
who the last players in the round will be and what their shots are, which is why I'm putting my money on Rolo. Because Rolo's going to stall until the
You can go
next
ahead
week,
and End your turn then.
and then
All right, over to blue.
make a break for it.
Alright, first thing to do is transit diodes.
Okay. All right, so let's do this.
Nekro's shot is
Pull them
basically
off the
gone,
board,
although 2 secrets,
and
who
then-
knows.
Yeah,
But
Right, because you could be pulling them
getting
from
the
many
points that
planets
Nekro
and put 'em
needs.
back on.
you're right.
good luck. He also needs another hazardous, and he needs to not lose one
Okay.
to Brian.
They're just all
He wants to
going on
hold
laser.
Lazar. He sees Lazar as the scarier threat from Yssaril. Tarman did pass
All right,
hands
what is your action?
due to the Dreadnought not getting hit.
Actually, it's doing
So
build.
I don't think that was the right
Well, that's
play. I would have
it's-
sent 4 to Barrig. I think sending 4 to Barrig would have been the better
That's your first action. But yeah.
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 option. But
All right, are you
we're
moving
talking about a
anything?
situation where
I
these
don't think you
players are
can or
all
anything.
kind of
No,
just
it's
somewhat
over
stopping
so
everybody.
skip my turn.
Well, he could move this carrier and fighters, but I don't think that he wants.
No.
All right, so this is final movement, and you're building. Are you
Yeah.
planning to take a fleet logistics action?
No.
All right, then go ahead and end your turn, and then let me know when your build's final, and I'll take a look at it. All right, over to red.
There you go. So there's
And that's
Yeah.
GG.
yeah. That's
Oh.
that's the old nail in yonder Brian's coffin. He doesn't even need to go for it now.
Yeah.
It would be a waste of his own time to unexpected action and go for it. It's impossible now.
All right,
He doesn't have enough command tokens.
over to
And I
purple.
assume the trade with purple completed then.
It's the spy net is hanging out in your. Yeah, you guys were neighbors, so I just moved your stuff.
Okay.
Purple, it is your turn.
Yssaril still kind of waiting things out, see where everything
Alright,
lands.
30 seconds.
But
That is
Lazar
fine.
locked down from Nekro is too much. Xxcha taking Mirror is too much.
We done over here, purple.
Rolo needs 4
Sorry, blue,
planets.
rather, if I could remember colors.
And I don't know where he gets them.
Yeah, I'm done.
4 non-home planets.
Do you have Sarween? Okay, you do.
Yeah, if we
It's
look
like
at the
you're a little
tokens
light
everybody's
here.
got.
Um,
Xxcha's got 2 left. Barony's got 4 tactics.
All right, that
L1
checks
only
out.
has 1.
Okay.
Yssaril's got 5. Nekro's out. Yin's only got 1.
War effort is my turns right here.
Okay.
But again, Yin has
what
not
is
cared
its
essentially about this whole
destination?
round. Yin has been on
The Lodo.
coast control.
All right. Good on fleet cap. Yep. All right, go for it. All right, we're over to green.
Okay.
It's wild that Barony still has a shot in all of this. And that's if the other players let them... Like, the other players might be preventing each other and then opening up this weird opportunity for Barony to just kind of go uninterrupted. It's getting a little scary. What?
Red, how do you feel about me landing on Melon? Do you still want it?
I mean, it's kind of whatever.
Okay. Well, I mean, I've evacuated this
I'm-
location, so you can take him back, or.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna take Melon then.
This is a
Okay.
second cultural
It's final movement.
for Barony. And then they jump on Dalbutha Exxon. Bombard
Well, I'm dropping
Dalbutha.
someone on Melon to take it, so.
Yeah, but movement happens before take control. So
Right. Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
but
My
if you
movement.
wanted-
I'm not moving
No.
anybody else.
Barony's already scored
it.
4
Okay.
retreat.
The big question really was.
Don't
so
know what he's
movement's
doing.
Final. Cool. Go ahead and drop.
Probably...
There are
No, don't know what he's doing.
PBS shots available.
This seems like nothing. We shall see.
That is true.
But this looks like it's nothing.
I don't know if they give me anything though, other than being cool.
Well,
You've been cool the whole game, so.
is at 7 points, and potentially,
Count it.
no, you're not getting 11 planets.
I can't win this round. That's for sure.
I mean, it's still Yin's. We just
Yeah.
delayed the inevitable with a lot of tomfoolery.
It's really unlikely that Barony could do 11 non-home.
All right. I need an answer on
I need
whether the
5
cannons are online
planets.
or not.
No.
This is only getting them 1.
All right. So now you may drop.
And they have 3... They have 2 more dreads. So actually, it's literally impossible now. With this move, it's
So the question I
impossible.
was trying to ask
They have
you
plenty of
about
tokens,
is
but they do not have enough
if you're
ships
picking up
that can
any
carry infantry
or one of them, right? Because that would be part of
to
movement,
take enough planets. They cannot carry
and it would be
Yep.
before the
4
space
more
cannons would fire.
ground forces into
So
combat.
I'm going to offer you this for munitions reserve. Just shooting my shot.
Yeah, can't help you.
What about that?
You shouldn't give him anything to help anything.
I'm okay with command tokens at the moment.
Okay. I just
At this point,
thought that
we're
I
waiting
would
for what
attempt
tricks Rolo has
to
up his sleeves
buy
as
the
Yssaril.
deal.
I'm not writing off Yssaril
Green, it
yet.
is still your
He's
turn.
stalling for
Are
something.
you doing anything else?
Oh, sorry, no.
He's got
that was
Imperial.
my move.
He's going to have some sort of maneuver. He's getting blocked, though.
All right,
Lazar,
so it is now your turn.
Tarman, all of this is bad for him.
Unexpected action.
Oh, boy.
And it was from the first set.
Yeah,
All right,
Brian's
so
been
we've
holding
got
unexpected action all
unexpected
game,
action on the beta
practically.
hole here. Sabo going once, twice. Okay.
Does he fleet logistics into a thing?
I wish the graveyards worked like that.
All right. And then
Last
fuck
activation.
your skilled retreat, man.
Yeah, that did it. So this is just an effort
I've got fleet
to...
logistics. so
Well,
coming
again,
at
they
you.
could try to take... Oh, yeah, because Nekro
Right.
transit diode... Oh,
Is
shoot.
that final movement?
This is actually
That's final movement.
a pretty major
Cards.
shot for Brian.
Cards or
Whoopsie.
abilities?
This is
No
a big deal for
cards.
Brian.
I don't think we have any cancels.
Oh, no!
Skilled retreat being
No!
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Sure. There it is. Double skilled retreat.
All right, and we just
Double skilled retreat from Axel.
Does that give him his space docks now? He's got
And
4 space
3
docks at this point.
infantry.
Wow.
All right, so 1 is landing on
Still
Barrett
can't spark a
and 3
rebellion.
landing on Lurda, is that correct?
Second skilled retreat as
All right,
Brian has twice tried to
8
spark a
cards to play
rebellion.
on landing.
This is attempting to get his 4th hazardous planets. Barrag,
Right.
Lurda 4, Abyss, and Freya would have done it.
But we shuffled. All right. 3v1.
And then we have a 3v1 combat on
Oh, but Axel.
cards or abilities for either of you.
Axel has
No.
All right,
used up his
we've
6th
got,
action card.
1 and an 8.
Is
All right.
there a spy? Purple seemed to just be counting Axel's
Okay.
cards.
So I take control.
If purple
Uh,
uses spy, Axel's
I
out of
will-
action card is out of the action card ability to do this. But
For
let's
sure
remember,
be
Axel can also
putting that
score
space.
8 influence. And nobody's been going for the planets that do it.
I am debating.
People are running out
whether
of
I should
the ability to.
scuttle the one in my home system. And
Mechatol and home.
I'm thinking absolutely not under any circumstances.
All right. I'm going to break apart this infantry. You've got...
So-
Can you just bring one of your plastic pieces over to Lurda, please?
So L1's going to build
No
on
problem.
Barrag Lurda 4.
Okay, so I have 5 with which to spend and a production capacity of 5.
I don't...
That was almost a game winner for Brian.
did you flip
That
the
was
card?
literally almost the game-winning play.
Yes, sorry.
Tough break.
Okay.
You know what? I am going to take the space dock from over here
Okay.
because I very much need to do that. So 5 is up to 10 infantry, but I have a production capacity of 9, so I will build 9 infantry. Thank you.
He's just got to hold
Infantry.
the hazardous planets. But again, now out of tactic tokens.
All right, and how are you arraying them?
Can't spark a rebellion.
At
At this point is praying to
so that there is a
off of
total
Imperial. Oh,
how
nope.
many
Doesn't
do I
even
in the
have.
system now?
Do you have-
That's
Doesn't even
9,
have tokens
10,
over
11,
here.
12, 13. So 7 on Bareg, 6 on.
So
All right, 7 total on Barrig, yeah? That's what you want, or you want to place 7?
7 total on Bareg and 6 total on.
he can't draw a new secret. If he could draw a new secret, he could have potentially drawn 4 hazardous planets, and that could have been Brian's shot. But he has no more command tokens. Period.
Okay, cool.
Brian has basically said he has Spark of Rebellion. He has tried to attack Axel twice now. And in this last one even said that freaking skilled retreat. Like he's very much. I haven't had it 100% confirmed that he has it, but Brian has made it incredibly clear that he has it.
There you are.
Because he's been chasing
All right, we're over to
Yin
white.
Dreadnoughts. and been skilled retreated twice. Now, I said TG said that Axel has 5 action cards.
Okay, so he's either got the game or not.
Nobody's looking at Barony,
and has the secret.
which is terrifying.
Or he has the 3 space dock secret.
True.
Who knows? Maybe Brian's been running a bluff. You know?
Anyone have-
I'm literally only relying on Brian's behavior for this assumption that he has Spark
What are we
Rebellion.
talking
And the
about?
fact that nobody else is going for it.
Yellow.
Not a single other player has tried to do an attack on Yin. And at this point, you would assume someone would try to attack Yin's units. But it's entirely possible
Protected them quite well.
that
I can soften
L1
the
is
system a little
40
bit, but-
chessing everyone and
I
saying,
mean, so he'll get to 9. isn't
ignore
he?
my space docks, ignore my hazardous
Yes,
planets, I don't have it.
He has
Scores
3
2.
space docks now, so it could be
He hasn't scored the 4 planets of the same type, and there's like 4 hazards hasn't been collected yet.
Brian definitely had the space
He's,
dock secret
Ice
objective
Sky
earlier. I
Not
believe.
turns.
I believe they
Let's go
said
there
that.
And then try and take his home system.
I'm
Maybe
locked down. I
no.
can take it, but I can cannon it first to kill the ships at least.
Yeah, and then that can go in there.
But I just want to point out again, nobody's doing anything about Barony of Letnev.
Lose your support though.
I don't think Barony has a clear shot, but there's
Purple.
there's certainly some tricky business that could happen.
Okay, so
Yin has passed, worth noting.
that comment tells you he's got it.
Yin's just hoping.
Okay, I passed.
Lazy
All
boy's
right,
now
white
passing.
passes. We're over to blue.
Man. Wait. Oh no.
Take
Axel
that
passed.
shit
Axel
back,
was-
Blue.
I've got nothing I can do.
Sorry, I was on mute. Blue, are you refreshing anybody?
No.
Okay, so then you've got your 3 commodities and.
At this
your
point, Barony either needs 11 planets or needs
who is I?
3 tech skips and both
Red
secret
is
objectives to be
playing
scoreable.
Blue's trade agreement.
Well, unless
Yeah.
if
3
I
tech
don't
specs and
refresh.
an action phase secret
Does
and a
it automatically
scoreable.
happen? Does it?
Well,
scoreable
A,
status
you
phase.
already did it, and B, refreshing yourself is mandatory as part of the trade primary.
It's fine.
This is technically
Alright,
wide open.
There's your money in your bank account, Red. Blue, are you doing anything else? Because you do have fleet logistics.
I'm not using it.
All right, we're over to Red.
Are you going to go try to take yellow's home system? Purple. Is that something you're willing to do? Yssaril?
I'm not sure if Purple's here.
Yeah, Purple's here. My son was talking to me. I'm sorry about that. What's up?
I'm just asking if you're willing to try to take yellow's home system, if I can soften it up.
How would that work exactly? How would I don't have access to it?
Because he doesn't
You
have
don't have any
anti-mass.
mass. I thought you had any mass.
I do not. Got no blues.
You can go through this
Silence.
wormhole here. You got the blue, the beta wormhole.
Don't have
He's
gravity
slow
either.
AF.
Yeah.
I'm slow.
Even if he had anti-mass, he's slow AF.
True
Do you have
statement.
silence of space?
No, we used that on Yin.
Yeah, no, but
Well,
Totally.
we've redrawn, so
No, I am slow and no longer have any cards that make me not slow. But if it's any consolation, my money's on Yin.
It's not. His response told you he's got it.
Yeah. Lazyboy's kind of calling this out.
Yeah, I'm gonna soften him up if somebody.
Brian's resting a bit too easy.
I'm gonna cripple defenses on his home.
I think we're wrong about the Spark of Rebellion.
Fences being played on null.
Galaxy Brain.
I do not sabo.
He signaled Spark of Rebellion so hard.
And I don't have fleet logistics, so that's my action.
All right, over to purple.
This is
Economic. Oh, shoot. Dropped it in there. It was economic initiative. Damn it.
It sounds like you got your hand full over there. All right,
sure do.
economic initiative, ready each cultural. Looks good. All right, we're over to green.
Producing at home.
All right, I need you to drop a token there.
Oh man. Y'all, I think this is Brian's game. I think Brian just won it. They're potentially gonna make a play on his home system, but it actually seems likely that he still he has 3 space docks.
Actually, I'm just gonna stall.
And nobody has reactor meltdown.
Okay.
Huh,
What is your target for tactical bombardment?
Comes back. You can't. Yes, you can.
It doesn't really matter because it's all my places. I don't have ships on anybody else's thing, and it doesn't affect my planets.
All right, so you're just using it on one of your things.
Just using it as a stall. Yep.
Okay. You can go ahead and end your turn.
Wow. Brian pulling out all the stops. The other thing left is if Yssaril can actually win in the action phase. But 3 space docks on the dipload system and the big chunks kind of does it. Just taking his home system prevents him from scoring 4 of a trait. So that's like their last ditch effort.
I pass.
Wow.
All right, yellow passes.
Resting on his laurels. Only 3 players left. No, sorry, 4. But there.
Blue passes. Takes us to red. Red activates null.
Xxcha.
I'm just firing my 4 PDS shots.
Clearing out the space.
Right. It is at a 6.
Yssaril would need an absolutely bonkers. Wait, no. How does Yssaril even get there?
There are no.
I don't have.
There are no.
They would need in the silence of space.
System.
No, nobody can get there.
Dead
Yellow,
zone.
you need to. Yep. Okay. All right. Green. I'm sorry. Red. Are you doing anything else?
No, that's my turn. So if
Okay.
anybody can get there, this is your chance.
Over to purple.
Unstable planet on Mir.
Mir.
Okay.
So you just killed the infantry.
Indeed.
Take a.
All right.
Try to
These 2
take
infantry
a.
on Mir are dead.
If you can kill the flagship and take a hazardous planet,
Ones.
that does it too.
We're back to green.
And Yssaril on the hunt for tech skips anyways. That's Yssaril pushing for themselves. Yin's not out because it's a world where Yssaril goes for it, gets Mir, has the opportunity to get another tech skip and can't pull it off, but has pulled out Brian's opportunity from under him.
All right. Green is activating Mechatol.
Can you help me move 2 infantry, both the destroyers?
I'm not going to refer to Yin as out because what we're talking about here is everybody who has a solid opportunity here.
Correct.
So L1 could have it, but we just saw Yssaril remove the infantry from Mir, and we know Yssaril is on the hunt for tech skips. So,
Yes. All right. So
if Yssaril takes Mir, Brian does not have it because Brian needs the 4 hazardous planets in addition to the 3 space docks.
What is next?
So now we've got to fight on
Bombardment
Mechatol.
Happened just one time, right? Before.
Since you're the Barony, yes, it happens just one time.
Okay.
Barony gonna bombard 3 shots here.
I'm going to spend
Honestly,
2 of my.
This probably only gives
Does not
Yssaril even more opportunities. Getting Yin off Mechatol really helps Yssaril.
So you can't even actually activate munitions reserve right now.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're going on to bombardment.
I'm not talking about Xxcha taking Mir. I'm talking about Yssaril taking Mir.
How does?
Oh, Mir's. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Jesus, you're all right. Excuse me. Baraglotifora, Brisfria are the 4 hazardous planets
Okay.
of
It is
Rolo.
ready.
You guys are right.
Wait your pleasure.
Apologies. L1 is got it in the can. Nobody can take a Brisfria. Impossible.
Do I have just
Baraglotifora is basically a
Uh,
lost cause. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
so
got,
you have 3 dice with plasma.
Yssaral's
Okay, so
only
I've got
chance is scoring in the action phase before Brian wins it.
all right. There are 3 hits.
This helps quite a bit. Wow. 3 bombardment hits. That's what he needed.
Landing.
It's a big fleet, though, for Yssaril to have to try to take out. Pretty unlikely.
All right. We'll just move this disc from here to there. All right. It is a 2-on-1 ground combat in favor of white. I think you guys both have infantry 1.
This is Barony's 7th planet, and he only has 2 more command tokens.
For you.
And he literally has no more ships unactivated to carry ground forces. He cannot get 11
I'm going to
planets.
play morale boost.
Impossible.
See if we can make it past here.
Okay. So then that means you're hitting on a 7.
Nekro's out. Barony's out. Xxcha's out.
You can go ahead and roll.
We'll call Yin out on a technicality because Brian's in so hard. And
All right,
Yin's
you each
after
have just
Barony.
one hit.
I mean, after L1 here. It literally comes down
Guess
to
that's that, then.
what can Yssaril do. And Ysaril's shots are risky.
All right. Are you doing anything else? All right. Yellow's passed. I think we're back to red is where we are. All right. Purple. It's just you and green left.
Okay.
Yssaril and Barony. Last one's in this. Barony's the one who
It's got to be Lost Star Chart. I played that out of order.
needs a shot.
And
Okay,
I
so-
should have activated it first. So
Yeah.
activating.
There we go. All right.
Quan.
Activation. Lost Star
Lost
Chart.
Star Chart.
All right. Let's just-
Unexpected action's already been played.
Indeed.
All right. So we got a Lost Star Chart being played. Sabotage going. Well, I suppose the sabotage can only come from.
Why didn't he go for... oh, he doesn't have the move. He doesn't have flank speed to get to the home
green.
system. That would have been the only other play.
Sabotaging this action.
No, I'm not.
All right. Lost Star Chart goes through. What are you moving?
A carrier and 1 guy.
Okay, let's take a look at this. This is a 4th cultural.
Just the infant or the stuff.
4th
that I
cultural.
put back.
No, already has it. What is this for?
Final movement.
So
It's only 1 point Yssaril can score.
PDS firing now that that's final.
Don't
movement.
know what this is for.
Well, thank you for that reminder, Brian. That's lovely.
Let me look at some things.
I don't know what this is about.
He's already scored 4 with the same trait.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more planets. I will not make it to
Yeah, you won't
11.
make 11. You won't score that. You won't have.
Yeah, he's going for the stage 2 of 11 planets outside home, and this is one of those planets.
But I need to get. Well, I mean, I think it's impossible. I think even if I'm lucky here and lucky on mirror, which is possible, then what?
I mean,
So
if you come to
you
mirror,
just
they'll
said
shoot
lucky
you.
on mirror, so you should definitely shoot.
Yeah.
Sure. But again, I wasn't going to make it to 11, so fire away.
All right, I'm firing.
Alrighty. He does not have anti-mass, so these actually hit on 7s.
On 5s.
On
Or-
5s.
Yeah,
So that's
5s.
1. And I missed my plasma scoring. It didn't click enough.
That doesn't matter. You hit the one anyway.
Well, maneuvering jets is a thing.
Alright, 2 hits, two space cannon hits to be assigned.
For
Purple.
me, it's not.
Okay, the
All right,
maneuvering jets is not a thing.
No. They're dead, both.
All right.
Okay.
Now we're
Alright,
this is basically
you
it.
doing anything else? Back to green.
No.
Green is out of ships to move infantry, so I don't know what he's going to build at Saudor.
Alright, I'm not quite sure where you're activating, so can you just say Saudor? Or
Yeah, Saudor activating for production, please.
Okay.
Building at Saudor.
So you're not moving anything into there? I don't think you can.
Yeah, this L1
Locked down.
this L1 play is actually
Okay.
pretty mind blowing.
Yep.
The signaling Sparker Rebellion. Nobody calling him out on it. No one counting that out. And then being able to get the 3 space docks,
You can
infiltrate.
go ahead and pass your turn to purple while you...
Pretty big misplay on Nekro, honestly. Nekro had a huge stack on Lair to 4. And transferred that
I guess I can
stack
do it as long as
to Lazar.
anything else on your turn? Green.
That completely opened the door.
Sorry, I have to double click every
For
time.
L1.
I don't know what's going on.
That's all right. Over to purple.
Activating Laser Seculag.
Okay.
Everything that's here is coming.
All right, so everything in Lodor is committed to Lazar Saculag.
True.
Okay. I don't know what Quan was about, but we're not out of this yet with
Uh,
Yssaril.
I'm just going to straight up ask, are you lifting the infantry off the dude?
Although-
Off Saculag?
We basically are. Nah, we are.
I'm
I don't get the
yes,
Quan
I
thing,
am.
but
All
3
right,
tech
so that's in
skips.
space.
He has none at the moment.
All right. You've got a cannon in range. Blue
with
has
plasma. Yeah. Okay.
and blue has
And
anti-mass.
You do have graviton if you're going to use it.
Also true. Plasma and graviton. I will use graviton.
All right, graviton has been engaged. You
What
have
am I hitting
PDS
on here?
1s, so
One,
you are
indeed.
hitting on 7 because of anti-mass. And blue, you need
Yeah,
to
let's talk
assign
about-
one
let's
hit
talk about
to
Brian's
a
story here.
non-fighter ship.
Scream to a huge lead in round 2. Get absolutely dunked
Blue, you there?
on in round 3. Hang out for round 4.
There's really only one option here.
Watch the table. Do the same thing to
Now, I
Yin
believe,
round
since
5.
That's part of movement. and
Get a
these are
super
not
lucky break from
tier
Nekro in
twos,
round
is-
6.
These
Is
die to
blue-
capacity.
That opens up your
Is
opportunity.
Blue present? Are you at the table,
Blue
Blue?
seems to be
No sabotages in your way. Nobody even looking
Yeah,
at
he's
you
showing
enough.
muted to me.
But
Yeah, blue, if
The
you
comeback
have
is real.
maneuvering jets, play it. If not, your
No.
whole fleet just got wiped.
Were you here
No,
when
I
I
got named.
activated?
John points out Brian will be insufferable on Discord. This is correct.
I got
Alright,
no
so-
maneuver jet, so
All right, so because PDS is part of movement and capacity is checked at the beginning of combat, they have no capacity and die. All right, purple, what's next?
A little bombardment action.
Okay, you have 3 out of 5.
He needs all 3 bombardment here to have any chance. And even then, where do we go from there? One dread
Okay,
comes to
that'll
Tarman
Put it down to 3 blue infantry remaining.
with a flank speed. He, doesn't
Okay,
have it.
versus
He just
my
doesn't have a
one.
shot. I don't see what it is.
You
Pick
have
up the
2.
other one.
Versus my 2. Thank you. Yes. Lost sight of that fella.
All right,
All right,
let's just
2v3.
do this.
2v3. Here
Okay,
he goes.
cards or abilities for the start of combat. Purple.
No.
All right, blue cannot play any cards, so let's see, you've got
Infantry 1.
2 and 8, I believe, and then
True.
Necro, you also have hit on 8s, but you have 3.
Oops. Oh, I clicked it too many times.
You hate to see it, Cotton.
And that is the last die roll, so that one doesn't count.
Oh, whew. All right.
Because it's unsorted. So that was a big whiff from both of you.
Okay.
All right, fire team going 1.
No, thank you. Not here. Ugh.
Also worth noting, there's been a fighter prototype on L1's sheet for like 4 hours.
It doesn't matter. It's...
Yeah, I know. I'm just...
All right, so there's another whiff. We're into the 3rd round of combat.
Wow, Brian. Wow.
Hey, I hit. No, 0.
I'm very into the
0 hits.
Sparker Rebellion
Stormtrooper on Stormtrooper action here.
bluff.
Going around 4.
But I'm also pretty upset that whoever actually had Sparker Rebellion didn't ever act on it. My guess is that Nekro had it, and Nekro couldn't attack Yin.
So purple.
But I think Nekro had other opportunities to attack a different leader.
It is now 3-on-1.
Yin wasn't in the lead this whole time, so I don't know why I don't know why Sparker Rebellion went unscored. And clearly, Reactor Meltdown is not in anybody's
Still
hand.
3-on-1. Keep rolling.
For God's sake. All right.
All right,
And
finally.
Purple
That
is
was
put out of
tedious.
his misery. Is there a tech you want to acquire there?
Yes, there will be. Yeah.
What,
I'll get
transfer
the-
still?
Yeah, I'll go over that one.
Do you have a free Valifar? You do.
Takes transparent
All
steel.
right. We're back to green. Have you finalized your build yet, man?
Yeah, I'm waiting to get some help because I can't grab my pieces.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. What would
Okay,
you like
you're
to...
doing combat, so it's fine.
would
So
you
I
like
want my flagship, please.
Okay.
So everything that's up on top. So I want my flagship. I want 2 infantry
Okay.
and a carrier. I believe is 4 for production there,
Yes, you are limited to 4 things.
and then that comes out to 8, 9, 10,
All right.
11, 12, 13.
All right, so let's do this. So we've got 8 here for the flagship. You're building a carrier. That'll be Zobat. Is this...
The chat just pointed out it'd be tragic if
Final build.
Axel had the Reactor Meltdown. That's entirely true.
Yeah,
There
I
are
don't think I
5
can
action
build
cards
classic.
tied
I
up
guess I could
in
choose
Axel's
the
hand that he's just been
production
not
for
allowed to
one.
spend because of the
I'd
circumstances.
rather keep my trade goods. So all
Right,
over.
And he spent two skilled retreats
planets would you like to exhaust?
because he was afraid of the action phase secret from
Frontier
Brian.
Buffett.
So that's double bluff, two bluffs
Actually, no, I'll use a trade good.
only to prevent
Okay.
the only action card that actually
All right,
mattered,
so since you did not build any fighters, you lose
which
the
is
prophecy.
just,
And
I
where's
mean,
this stuff?
pretty wild.
And where did the trade good go?
I have.
Do you want me to just grab it?
Please do it.
Just grab it out of your bank.
That is a major.
All right.
White wouldn't have been able to play Reactor Meltdown because
just had
it would have
3, right?
set them below
All right.
their
Now you
5
do.
needed action cards to
And
score their
order
secret.
of
Although
production.
they did also keep their influence, so they could have scored the
So I guess it's my
influence.
turn now.
But their
I'm gonna
guarantee
produce
Oh,
at
yeah,
home.
it's-
their guarantee
That's
was
my
the
next
5
turn,
discards.
And I'm going to produce at home for
Jeez.
the last bit that I've got, and I'm going to produce.
All right.
A carrier and 2 infantry, please.
All right. I'm going to drop your token on your home system. I got a carrier and 2 infantry. You only have 1 dock in the system, so the infantry go on Arc Prime. Oops. All right. And that'll put it back to purple.
All right, Rolo. I think you're.
I'm popping Imperial, and
Yeah.
I'm eligible to do nothing on the
Yeah.
primary side of this card, so
Rough.
it's entirely impotent.
I mean, you can see the
You
secret.
scored all 3 of your secrets?
I have.
Yeah, you get to look at one.
You can look at it, but you can't have it if you would.
You can look, but you can't touch.
Sure. Why not?
All All right,
I
I need you
like,
to
I like taking my entitlements.
So he gets to look at the one that I might pull. Is that?
that is correct. He can't keep it, but it says draw. Like, it doesn't say you may draw. It's not optional.
Okay.
I need you
How
to flip the
interesting.
card and hit play. All right, you said you cannot score. I'm going to deal purple a secret. And are you done looking at it?
Sure am.
Drop it back on here. Oops. And shuffle it a bunch of times. All right. Yellow is not following. Red, you are following.
Correct.
All right. Here you go. Red.
This is the part of the game called the lottery,
I'm gonna drop that
where
back.
it's too
looks
late
like
for everyone who's getting
green,
secret
you're
objectives.
following.
There's
Correct.
Matt's card.
All right. Let's put this back. All right. And green is following. Here we go. Green. And then white, you're following. Actually, hold on. This
Brian play, this L1 situation is something we saw at Gen Con 2018 that is what made us fall in
You
love
need to drop one of your secrets.
with a few different players. I think I saw this one, but I specifically recall Gen Con Joey
Flip it first.
doing a similar trick, which was
Right.
making it look like you had like 5
Hover
different
over
secret
whichever one, now
objectives,
pull it
like
out of here.
very strongly telegraphing that you have a bunch of these
Thinking still.
secret objectives you don't have, and then you
Or just say 1, 2, 3.
throw them off the case.
One being the left.
And that's what Brian pulled off today.
Correct.
Pretty
Um,
huge.
All right, this is the one you're sending back.
yes.
Okay. And white, you were following. Is that correct?
Yes, please.
All right, dealing to white.
It's such a shame for Axel.
And let's see. White is Yin. Yin has 2 scored secrets, so I need 1 back. All right, and then blue, I believe you were not following. Is that correct? Oh, you don't have any tokens. Never mind. All right. Are you done with your turn, purple?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're now back to green.
Out of tokens.
Green is done.
Pass.
Green is passing.
Yssaril.
All right.
Okay,
Purple
so
is you
is
until the end of
purple
this
the only
round.
one?
I think he's gonna
Purple
pass here. though.
passes. Brian, do you win? Did you win this
I
game, Brian?
I win as long as
I'm sorry. So I just want to
Letnev
confirm.
doesn't.
You're passing, correct, purple?
This is
All right.
it.
Purple is
I
passed.
definitely pass. Yes.
All right. Now we're in the status phase. All right. We do this in initiative order. Green, are you scoring?
No.
Okay.
There you have it,
yellow,
folks.
are you scoring?
Yes, 3 docks and 4 same trait.
The big bluff.
3
For the
docks and 4 hazardous. That checks out.
Everyone.
Gets whatever faction you are to 10. L1.
Lizards.
Yes.
Good game.
Everyone give Brian a exactly explosive round of applause for winning Game 3 from downtown as the L1Z1X in Sprite. Nobody saw it coming till the very end. Stream, I want to thank you all for joining us today.
Guild retreat.
Wild, absolutely wild game. Brian pulls it out. The favorite to win it. Huge swing in round 2.
Trying to stop purple, and
And then absolutely crushed in round 3. Spent round 4 and 5 rebuilding themselves. Yin had all of the shot in the world in round 5, and the entire table worked against him with a final tactical bombardment from Rolo to actually pull the victory from Axel's clutches
You could have left us.
and into a round 6 scenario where Axel basically was relying on the same win condition. And
Okay, so
Everybody else squabbling over tech skips.
secret objective.
Then Brian with some major bluffs indicating he was trying to spark a rebellion. And not going for that at all the whole time.
Wait,
Using it as a ploy
oh,
to get
right,
closer to Bearglor to 4 where 2 space docks were.
because reasons.
Necro did have the Sparker Rebellion,
And
couldn't attack
politics
Yin without
was
losing a
the
point.
lowest initiative he had available. Yeah.
Surprised Necro didn't go for adapt new
Really,
strategies
like,
sooner.
I need construction at the start of the round for a 3rd space dock, and I'm like, you know what? I've got unexpected action, and I need these hazardous planets anyway. YOLO.
And this super useful card.
Yes.
Hey Axel, what action cards did you have? Axel, what action cards did you have? Who's got Reactor Meltdown?
It is in the
It's in the
draw
pile. Okay, nobody had it. All right, we were just very curious about that.
Nobody redrew it.
Yeah.
Green tried to Reactor Meltdown this one earlier in the ground, and I saboed it.
All right, stream. Thank you for joining us. That's going to be it for us.
Absolutely broken.
It was really a wild game, and I thank you all so much for joining us for all of that. It was quite a thing to endure.
Points in round 2.
And congratulations to Brian. We'll see him in the finals.
Oh crap.
Sayonara.
I can't